Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. Welcome one, welcome all. It is Saturday, July 18th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I hope for all the Floridians out there, I hope you guys are staying dry. And for all our people over in the northern
and
cool. And for the folks over in the northern states right now, please be careful when going outside, because unless it's still going on, it looks like the skies looks like something out of Mad Max or Blade Runner.
No, it's
2049.
It's definitely Blade Runner because it's pollution from like smoke and fires and shit blowing downwind. Can you actually believe that there's idiots who are trying to put tariffs on Canada over the wind?
Because of what?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
You can't begin to imagine the
Jesus.
stupidity we live in.
Oh God! Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Let's switch the subject before we get stupider talking about it, folks. Welcome to the Ravens Flock. I am your host, Jose Casabona, and I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind. And joining us live via Zoom call is two of our most awesome cosplayers on this channel, our very own Starlight Rhodes. Folks, give it up for Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang Cosplay.
Hello. Sis had to step away really quick, so you just get me. She says hi.
Okay, well,
That is fine.
Well, Dragon Fang, hi, love you, and
She'll be back in like a minute.
yeah, and she's got to be up at 6 a.m.
Yes.
On a
But
Sunday.
yes, hello. It is a very lazy Saturday, and you know what I want to do?
Sleep.
Well,
I
I
used to
will say, do you remember the really bad thunderstorms yesterday?
Well, they weren't yesterday, but yeah.
No, they were yesterday.
Actually, yeah, that
for
was
me,
yesterday
yes.
because I had a brownout.
Yeah. You know, the sad thing is, too bad it didn't happen today, because then I could have slept through the entire day with a beautiful soundtrack.
That would have been ideal, yeah.
Pluviophila.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
I can get that.
Now, and of course, let's not. What?
Hang on. I forgot to switch off the intro after we went live. Sorry about that. Don't, hey.
And you call me Rusty.
No, it's not a matter of rust. It's a matter of forget.
Okay, fine. Well, of course, let's not forget. Speaking of forgetting, let's not forget. The host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. A man who also has a finger on the pulse of our community as much as he has his finger on the click button. Mr. Juan Arauz.
Why are we talking about me fingering pulses? Do I look like Jordan Klepper to you? Do I look like somebody working on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart to you? Do I look like somebody who had his own show for like 2 seasons and then got taken off?
Well, I mean, if they offered you a gig on The Daily Show, would you say no?
Absolutely not. I'd take it with a smile on my fucking face. Any excuse for me to be able to move back to New York and drag K-Star with me. Oh, hi there, everybody. Thank you for the introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister.
Now, folks, Angel Mendez, the host of Los Amigos Play, will be joining us on a Zoom call in a little bit. But for right now, let's go ahead and move forward. Like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there is a way that you, our fine viewers, can help rescue us from this dim and dismal fate, and that's by doing folks do best, which is supporting the Ravens Flock by liking our content, hyping it up, commenting both during and after the stream, especially after the stream, because that lets the algorithm know that you like what you see and you want other people to see what you like, sharing it across social media to everyone in your life you may or may not know who has an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything between, and most important of all, make sure that you and everyone you refer us to is subscribed to our channel and that you hit the notification bell so that you never miss a beat. The more folks you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers come out of it. And before you know it, we'll be completely financially self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up, I see here Christopher Justice. Damn! And I see Lisa Boo up in the chat. Hello there, Lisa Boo. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome, one and all, to the Ravens flock.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And guys, I gotta say, as far as horror movies go, like as far as ideas for horror movies go, like I was a little weirded out when somebody decided to make a movie about Backrooms.
You don't know the actual story of the Backrooms, do you?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. It's absolute horror, Jose. It is actual terror beyond your mind's comprehension. Let me ask you, do you remember working at the mall at any point in your life?
Nope, but I remember going to the mall.
Okay. Now, have you ever stayed at the mall when it was close to closing time?
Yes. I even went into the back areas of certain shops.
Do you remember what those back areas felt like? Concrete walls, nobody within distance, completely barren, no seeming end to the hallways? You feel like you just stepped into a different dimension almost?
That is very creepy.
That's the Backrooms!
Also, Angel's waiting.
There he freaking is! I've got some words to say to him. I've got words for Angel Mendez.
Hey, Pink.
Hey is for horses and for rabbits.
You will hold off until we get to it.
Such in trouble.
No, hey.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Give it
Hey!
It tastes like raisins.
It tastes just like... Guys,
Hey, that's my horse.
the horse doesn't taste like horse. Guys, the horse is full of soldiers. Guys, we're being invaded.
Yes, y'all are being invaded.
Guys,
don't
guys,
taste
the horse was a trap card.
By the way, the horse is a trap card. We'll talk about the horse trap card of the Odyssey later on here. But we're talking about a different movie based on the abject horror of liminal space known as the Backrooms. Jose apparently doesn't think it's creepy enough. By the way, since Jose...
No, No. You're putting words in my mouth. I never said it was not creepy. I just said of all the ideas, I wasn't expecting that.
Well... in that case, expect this. Since you're not doing it, I'm doing it over here for you. Let's go ahead and introduce our head interviewer, host of Los Amigos Play, a man with a million opinions and zero apologies. Give it up for Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you kindly for taking the time to hear me out. Apologies for the delay. I couldn't find the link for some reason. The page wasn't refreshing, but I managed to jump back in. Fun fact, I actually have seen both of the films we're going to be talking about today.
Yay!
All right, well, we're starting
I
off
have
with
opinions.
Backrooms first.
I know you have opinions. I heard your opinions, and I can tell you right now, your opinions are dumb and wrong.
Watch out. Go back to your corner, okay?
I'm in my corner.
Okay, well, don't come out fighting yet.
I come out fighting.
Children.
I know. We're
Ladies are both pretty.
I know,
Actually, no, we're prettier.
Screw that. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Get that weird materialistic bullshit superficial judgment by the appearances out of here. I am wicked inside and out. Thank you very much.
He's wicked through and through. No
From
good
a certain
deed
Slay the
goes
witch.
unpunished.
But anyway, so getting back on the subject of Backrooms. So, watch out.
The story of the Backrooms was designed not by one copyrighted author or one prestigious freaking storyteller. It was an amalgam that was put together by regular fucks from the internet. Regular ass
Just
nerds
like
like us.
SCP.
Yep, the SCP Foundation,
It's
just like
SCP.
that.
It's literally a collection of ideas that people have just kept adding to it.
And it's just ballooned into what we know now.
Yes. Now, for the record, I don't know how many people have seen the Backroom movies.
None
So
of
I'm
us.
not
So
going
if you're
to
gonna
be-
spot,
No.
so if you're
Okay,
gonna-
That's
I'm not
fine.
going to drop spoilers.
Thank you.
Because I want everybody to actually take the time to watch it on their own. Now, obviously, since the actual narrative of the Backrooms is fairly disconnected, the movie itself would just look like an episode of Love, Death, and Robots with just random people stumbling in. So instead, they played it a little differently. It centers, there is horror, but the horror, how do I put this? It's not shock horror. It's build-up horror.
It's dread.
horror. Yeah, it's dread
Atmospheric.
suspense. And it's based on the idea of a person that gets, well, no spoilers. It involves somebody going in the back rooms to look for somebody else And then from that point on, it becomes an idea of exploration of the self. The backrooms there's no real explanation to what they are. No lore has ever explained what they are or where they come from. The actual scary of the backrooms comes from what they do and what they produce and how they produce it. And as a result, the film itself works more like an exploration of a character. If I could put it in terms that don't really spoil it, the backrooms feels like a spiritual spin-off of a Silent Hill game.
That works.
All right, that works.
Because it's the environment that draws out the horror and the secrets within a person's mind and soul. That is where we get the horror from. And
it's like the opposite of the super soldier formula. It takes what's in there and makes it bigger. It makes the bad worse.
Yeah, no.
Actually, no, that's exactly what the super soldier serum does.
Yes.
Bad becomes good, no, rather, good becomes great, bad becomes worse.
No, bad becomes Red Skull. Anyways.
Yeah, worse.
Oh no, he turned into Hugo Weaving.
But no, and since the release of the movie Backrooms, it's received a lot of
critical acclaim. It's
a lot
been
of
well
critical
received.
acclaim. It's been well received from audiences, and of course, there's fan art based off of Backrooms all over the internet. It's just a shame that someone in Studio A24 doesn't like having fun.
Because of course we are not. Because the no fun allowed sign was like in the back rooms, and they found it, and now they put it everywhere.
No. So go fucking figure. A24, which is meant to be a really prestigious and up till very recently highly respected movie studio, and I only say up till recently because they decided that they're going to throw their lot in with AI trash. So yeah, sorry about that. Turns out you decided to be a dumbass corpo just like everyone else.
How disappointing, and yet entirely expected.
Unfortunately.
In an article provided to us by IGN, the headline reads, A24 addresses copyright strikes on Backrooms fan art after director Kane Parsons promises to investigate.
Props to Kane Parsons for being just an upstanding dude in general.
That's because he freaking gets the idea, at least. Why isn't this sharing? Open. Come on. And there we go.
Slap that in there.
There we go.
Right. Can y'all see it?
They will be able to see it in a second.
1 second. And there we are.
All right.
Written, updated today. Yesterday, Friday, July 17th. Written by Virginia Glaze. Glaze.
A24 has issued a statement clarifying the numerous takedown notices filed on behalf of its brand after Backrooms director Kane Parsons promised he'd investigate. A24 published their statement via Instagram on July 17th, yesterday, just 2 days after Parsons responded to a Reddit post from a user claiming their wallpaper pattern had been pulled from Redbubble over copyright infringement. Juancho?
Shenanigans.
Quote, as Kane Parsons has made clear, Backrooms is one part of an infinitely bigger ecosystem, rife with creatives who have every right to tell their own version of the story, they wrote. Yesterday, we were made aware of an automated claim submitted to Redbubble on behalf of A24 and Backrooms Movie. We immediately began the process to reverse it and reinstate the listings. A24 makes no claim of ownership over the yellow wallpaper, the original post referencing it, or any of the community works that have since been built around it. We will continue to support the artists like Kane were inspired by it. Okay, so
We're not going to play the trailer here, but
well, when you got a superstar dramatic actor, Shakespearean actor, I guess you could say, like Chiwetel Ejiofor starring in the Backrooms, you get some pretty good results.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, this marks the end of a frustrating saga for affected Backrooms fans who saw all manner of works restricted due to their automated copyright claims. One indie developer stated their Backrooms-inspired game had been pulled from the Google Play Store due to the issue, while others had artwork of liminal office space taken down by Redbubble on behalf of A24 LLC.
Quote unquote. So that's one thing that folks need to remember. There's a distinct possibility that, and this is something that happens on YouTube, where people fucking file fraudulent copyright takedown notices claiming to be representatives of studios and publishers of copyrighted works. So there is a non-zero chance of this A24 LLC claims being brought in by someone else trying to steal money from both the artist who made the work and from the studio by defrauding and claiming to be them. So Keep
That
that in
is a
mind.
sadly very likely possibility. Mind you, I do appreciate that the A24 are going, hey, we understand that we're basically using a public property invention here. This is not something you can just slap a copyright infringement on. We're basically using something invented by a bunch of people to make something cool with it. Like the fact that we can even do this is the reason why we are not, like, the fact that they're not getting hit by a copyright themselves means that it is not to be owned. The Backrooms is literally a group project made on the internet.
Exactly, and one thing that actually that is one of the best additions to the lore of the Backrooms is
The lore?
Yes, there's lore.
Go ahead.
The lore.
Lore to the
I mean, and
Backrooms.
you have to also remember that, I mean, how many Backrooms games do we have that have existed way before this movie?
Like they're
lot.
like, just
Everyone
search them on
has their own
Steam and you'll
spin
see
and
them.
take on the Backrooms.
Guys,
Yes,
guys,
What?
do you remember The Cube?
the Cube.
The Cube?
Yeah.
Cube.
The horror movie The Cube.
I
Yes,
remember
yep.
it.
Yeah, that was basically the Backrooms before the Backrooms. Just replace empty space with
Yeah.
death traps and you're good.
Oh, shit.
That makes sense. Like my
In
favorite.
fact, you will find a lot of what's the word?
Physiological.
No, philosophy.
Oh, philosophical.
Philosophical like similarities, including the part where the Backrooms are less of a danger than the people that you find in there.
That tracks.
Okay.
But and the craziness on it is that in the way the communities who built up the lore of the Backrooms describe every detail. The wallpaper they've always described it as faded, and like parts of it are like slightly cracked or peeling off. But the thing that gets me is the floor. It's a carpeted floor, but it's like just that little slight dampness in the floor, making it musty. To give you the explanation, to give you the world building environment.
Images you can smell.
So, like, yeah.
Also, props once again to the guy for the use of practical effects to create the specific like look and bizarre perspectives that some of the rooms have.
Yeah.
There is a room that only shows up in the film for like nobody else but me has seen the movie here so far, right?
Nobody.
Right.
Okay, no spoilers. There's a room that only shows up for like 1 minute. It's just for one scene. And that scene was made with just wallpaper. But they managed to angle it in such a way that, yes, you will get vertigo watching it. It's a really cool practical effect. And man, visually speaking, these movies, for a movie that is 90% one primary color, well, not a primary color, it's pretty goddamn good.
Oh.
Nice. All right, let's go ahead and get
environment building. Yes, let's continue. But environment building, motherfuckers, learn it. It's about storytelling, bitches. Tell some stories.
Now, getting back to the article, Parsons had previously promised to look into these issues, both on Reddit and his Discord server. Recent messages show Parsons surmising that the cause of these takedown notices was likely the result these spelling errors, is likely the result of, quote, confusion and poor communication internally, and a, quote, third-party system error in regards to Redbubble items. The other
So in
notices...
other words, they were using an AI to flag anything that might look like copyright infringement, and the machine just went nuts.
That sounds right.
Yeah, not surprising. The other notices on different platforms, he says, were, quote, seemingly just coincidences and bad timing, and stated that he does not believe the matter points to a, quote, narrative that A24 is going on a copyright spree.
Quote, they're very much on the side of the community over here, he wrote. They've been insistent since day one on keeping the community protected as it has always been. See, he fucking gets it at least. Parsons' Backrooms film was a big hit at the box office, earning $375 million against a $10 million budget. Yeah, IGN gave the flick an 8 out of 10, with Lex Brisciuso saying, quote, Kane Parsons blends superb visuals and excellent characterization with the lore of the Backrooms to create a terrifying and thrilling big screen debut for the liminal horror classic.
Nice. All right. So
it really does like speak to the depths of the human soul, and that's like the way that they build up the backrooms. It's not so much the environment; it's what it brings out of you.
Of course, and as far as
it
these
reveals,
and as far as these copyright strikes go, good on the director for for looking further into the matter to try and resolve this issue. Because like as we said earlier, like as far as like backroom patterns and shit goes, like you can't really claim copyright on that. You can't.
Why did we
Unless
copyright the
you're
entire
doing
color
a
yellow?
reenactment of the movie.
and even that's kind of
What if we rather do, guys? Can I just copyright the concept of rooms?
No.
No, because then you're
Are
not
you
going to
sure?
hear.
Bitch, you're not Nintendo. You are not allowed to copyright the concept of balls, okay? Just like Nintendo trying to do with Pal World and trying to use to copyright the concept of using balls to catch creatures.
And we all know
Copyright the
how
concept
that
of balls.
went.
I delete the entire sport of basketball from existence. No more Space Jam.
Sorry, the Slam Jam has been canceled due to copyright infringements.
Come on then!
Nope. Nope.
Just silence. The rest of the movie is just credits rolling.
Oh
God
my
damn it.
goodness.
If someone tried to do this for the SCP Foundation, there's no way that you can try and claim copyright for that.
Impossible.
because
You might as
so
well try to
many
copyright
people's
horror.
ideas into one location,
Yeah, like
and
that
it's
makes
constantly
no
being
sense.
updated too. It'd be nice to see though.
It's also complete nonsense to try to copyright a concept of horror itself or a specific type of monster unless you make it look exactly the same way. Because, well, listen, there is certain monsters that have become classics to an extent, like Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature of the Black Lagoon. But those things themselves cannot be copyrighted because vampires, you cannot copyright vampires.
Yeah, no, the
Dragons,
idea
it's
of
just like
vampires has been
mimics.
around forever.
You can't copyright the concept of the creature. You can copyright the specifics if it's specific to your idea and everything. Yeah, like no one can put a mimic that is specific to D&D into like a book, but you can make your own type of mimic and put it in.
Fun fact: the Beholder shows up in several anime and cartoons. They just call it something else. For example, in the because you can use the design of the monster, you just cannot call it Beholder, even though it looks the exact same. So, for example, in Dragon's Crown, he's called the Gazer, and in Goblin Slayer, they call it the Visionary. At one point, the dwarf literally he literally uses the name Gygax as a curse.
Yeah, no,
Seriously? Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
that is cool.
Gygax it all to hell. Is that a visionary?
And those are all like different freaking terms that are universally recognized by regular people who read fiction.
Yeah.
Like
if it gets popular enough, eventually becomes public domain, and you can really copyright it. You can make your own version. That's cool.
Like,
just don't be trying to take money from other people when they do the same.
Like, take for example, off the top of my head, the Shanra book series, right? It was like built up as this whole fantasy tale of that is supposed to take place in some fantasy version of this world, and it wasn't until the writer of the Shanra Chronicles went ahead and wrote the prequel. Then it revealed that that the world was actually built out of Earth after the end of the world with a gigantic nuclear freaking fallout, like completely wiping out humanity and the mystical creatures who have receded from the world coming back to
so it
reclaim
was
after-
post-apocalyptic fantasy.
Exactly. But like it would be as if the author of the Shanra Chronicles were to try to copyright a post-apocalyptic fantasy, as if that's
You
what he was trying to
can.
do. He
You
can't.
literally can't.
He literally can't, because that's actually a freaking concept that has been around for forever, even before the nuclear bomb. It's been around before then.
We had
Precisely.
post-apocalyptic we had that shit since the Bible.
Actually,
That's
yeah.
all
What
it
do you
is.
think the Book of Revelation is? It's meant to
And
be.
then God said, I'm going to flush this whole toilet now.
Exactly. Yeah, he had at least two post-apocalypses. The minimum of that. The flooding of the world with Noah, and the fire and asphalt and fire and brimstone rain on Sodom and Gomorrah, and the people running away. And even then, the Book of Revelation is meant to be like the telling of the coming apocalypse and how the new world beyond that will be structured. We literally had that shit for at least 2,000 years.
We've been doing this apocalyptic stuff for a while. We become exceedingly efficient at it.
Yeah.
We have.
The universe.
This will be the 50th time we destroy the world. Hell, there's stories out there that are nothing but what if we destroy the world several times? What if we are in like an eternal recurrence of shit getting blown up?
They actually have a part of that with, wait, actually, no, does that happen in, wait, no, that didn't happen in Dragon Ball Resurrection F. The world got blown up once, and then they did a time jump.
One second. There is one, it's by the same, was it KJ Applegate? It's the same person who, did the Animorph series. Their next series was literally, they started off by blowing up the Earth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah!
Whoops.
Well, damn.
Like, another post-apocalypse, Titan AE!
I love that movie,
love that movie.
man, and I will fight anybody who hates it.
It's my turn to fly.
Like, Titan AE is literally begins with the end of the Earth.
Yes.
Serenity, Firefly, that begins
Something the sky from me.
Yeah, after the end of the Earth that was, right? That was what they called it. And then they went to the verse and they found a system with multiple stars and multiple planets.
Remnants.
And all the currencies
Called
Chinese.
Right? Yeah, it's called Remnants by K.A. Applegate.
Weapons by K.A.
She literally blew up the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Like, the concept of post-apocalypse has been around. These sort of universal themes of telling these kinds of stories has been around, and people have made their own versions of those stories and have drawn influence and inspiration from them. Just like how you have the epic stories of heroes with flaws, overcoming flaws, and learning about themselves at the same time, and trying to overcome their own flaws while also trying to maintain integrity for themselves and being tormented and shit. Kind of like the Odyssey!
Torment.
Oh boy! So if you guys tuned in on this week's edition of the Black Files, without giving any spoilers, Juan previewed Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey for us.
Thank you, by the way, Andy Signor from Popcorn Planet, for hooking me up. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, Juan previewed the movie for us just to give us an expectation of what to expect, and the movie was released yesterday.
And Angel also got the chance to see the movie himself.
That's right.
When did you see it? Last night or Thursday night?
I saw it last night. I saw it on Jesus. I saw it yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right, Juancho.
Now, to be fair, I you know what? No. Say your part first.
All right, Juan.
I'll get to my
Without
part
giving
later.
any spoilers, share your opinions of the movie. For those who haven't tuned into the Black Files.
For those of you who didn't tune into the Black Files, number one, I don't want anyone freaking try to say that I'm doing spoilers by actually reciting what happens in the story. Sorry about that. In the actual poem by Homer.
Hey, would you like to know about one of the oldest works of Western civilization that basically defied theater for a while?
It's literally older than the Bible. We were talking about the Bible. The Bible, as we know it, came into being at roughly 800 AD. This shit came out in 800 BC. So this shit is almost 3,000 years old. And
it's literally one of the most important defined texts of Western civilization.
So at this point, it's like, how the fuck do you not know this? Or how the fuck do you think you can try and claim any sort of spoiler it? Bitch, read a book. Number one. And number two.
Yeah.
Was living under a rock, that's why.
Yeah.
Living on an island being held captive by his sexy love crazy girl for 7 years. But that's not important.
Go on, Juan.
And number two, I also posited and I asked people to go in to watch the story and ask yourself, how does a filmmaker like Christopher Nolan, whose focus on his style of storytelling has always been to hyper-realism, how does that lend itself to telling an epic tale involving the Olympian ancient Greek gods? The answer is, watch the movie and you'll see for yourself.
All right.
Angel, since you saw the movie,
give us your thoughts.
My personal thoughts is that I did not like it very much.
How come?
How come?
Yeah, well, basically speaking, I saw the movies, The Backroom and The Odyssey, basically back to back. I got lucky with my cash. I say money that I could watch them both at the same time. And my result was genuinely the complete opposite, because I went into The Backrooms expecting nothing, and I left very satisfied with what I got. I went into The Odyssey with high expectations, and I ultimately did not like it as much as I thought I would. Now, for the record, I'm not saying the movie was trash. It wasn't. Christopher Nolan has his props for a reason. But how do I put this? There were three things in particular that I simply could not stand for, that I did not care for. And at least two of them involved actual changes to the story of the Odyssey. Now, I will admit from the beginning that I am biased because when I was living in Cuba, it was one of the books that I read in school. I really liked that one. Alongside the Tales of Jules Verne. And I gotta be honest with you, I did not care for Romeo and Juliet that much. It was all right. But anyway, I read this book. I really liked the Odyssey. And I do not like the changes they make to the main character himself, Odysseus. Specifically, his characterization as a man who is holden by guilt. One big spoilers for one of the oldest works of fucking literary wisdom in history, by the way. One of the big important moments of the film is, the sacking of Troy, where Odysseus uses his intelligence and his cunning to basically violate a peace conference and attack Troy. Everybody knows that the Trojan horse is notorious because it was made an offer of peace. Now, in the original work, and in pretty much every work ever made, it's always been treated as something that was necessary. It wasn't exactly something to be proud of, but it was ultimately something that had to be done to stop a 10-year war. The movie tries to frame it instead as an aspect of Odysseus' most important characterization by treating it as his heavy anchor of guilt, to say a big chunk of the, a big chunk of the personalized characterization of Odysseus in this movie is that he feels very guilty over the fact that he had to, for lack of a better term, break the rules to win. And he haunts him constantly. And it becomes, I simply did not care for that. Because it feels like he's basically punishing him for his most important trait. And I won't lie to you, it leads into the other problem. Juan, do you remember the scene at the Underworld?
Yes.
With Elliot Page?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my second beef with it, because that was not supposed to be Elliot Page's character. That was supposed to be Achilles. That was a really important scene that was supposed to it was supposed to ground his ambitions, because when they meet, Odysseus is like, holy shit, Achilles, you are like the greatest hero of Greece. I am so humbled to see you. Bro, you are the GOAT. And Achilles is like, you know what I wish I was? Alive. And suddenly Odysseus is like, wow, shit. And it puts a big grounding stop to his ambitions of heroism, and it forces him to realize the most important aspect of his life is returning home to be with his family. Instead, here, it becomes a scene about redeeming him from his guilt, even though ultimately what he did was essentially an act of war in a time of war. I get what Nolan was going for here, but I did not care for that change of his characterization. Also, the gray color filter is very aggressive in this movie. There was some really cool scenes. The shots are amazing. The cinematography looks cool.
Wait, which gray color filter? The gray color filter was really only in the Underworld scene. Like, if you
not the other one, the previous one.
Okay.
The one where he's talking to his men and the sky is so lit up that it looks almost white. I did not care for that. Every other time is great, but that scene, it felt like they just toned that shit down to gray. Aside from that, though, like I said, the rest of the film was fairly good. Some of the fights were cool. Seeing so many Asian people in front of the Greek army was a little distracting. But yeah, my biggest gripe with the film is that they changed Odysseus too much. It felt like it really hurt his overall characterization because of it. So while it wasn't the worst movie I ever seen, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Okay, you and I will have some more discussion on it later, Angel, off the air. That way we can actually duke it out proper, because I understand where you're coming from here, and I understand what you mean. And I'm going to actually give in from a freaking storytelling point of view on how this shit actually makes sense and how you're dumb and wrong, and you need to take your opinion and shove it up your tiny ass. But we'll wait for later, because I know how to be professional.
Good.
I'll be very professional.
Of course you will. Also, this is more of a gripe than anything else, but listen, I don't care if I get hit for this.
Okay.
I don't think Elliot Page was a good casting choice, because that dude doesn't look like a warrior. That is a 5'0", 100 pounds soaking wet child running and fighting and getting killed.
Oh, you mean like how he was cast, how you showed in the flashback, how he was actually a child when he was brought in to begin with? How he hasn't even actually finished growing up?
Hang on a minute.
You mean how he still looks like he's someone who shouldn't be in his puberty? Instead is off.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the pictures of Elliot Page lately? Elliot Page is fucking ripped.
Abs for
It
days.
doesn't matter, dude. That dude is too short to play a Greek warrior. And once again, remember...
He's too short for a stormtrooper, I get it.
The character that Elliot is playing in the original work was basically a random soldier that got involved into the fight more or less by accident. Instead of playing, like, I just wish we had Achilles. I'm just genuinely disappointed that there was no Achilles.
I think Brad Pitt was available this time.
Yeah, we can't just reverse age Brad Pitt, man.
One more thing that I genuinely feel I should complain about, and this part really bothered me.
Okay, go ahead.
The gods.
Okay, we'll get to the gods afterward the show.
It is
I don't know.
that the gods are there,
Angel,
but I wish they had been more blatant with the fact that the gods were there.
I get it, and I get what you mean. But I'm going to get with you after the show because now we're getting into spoiler territory. Let's chill, all right?
What do you mean spoilers? It's the Odyssey. Everybody knows
the
about
story of the movie that was done on it and how it was approached over here. That's what I mean. Yeah, the gods are present, and I get it. But we'll get on it after the show.
I did not care about that.
I promise. I get it, but we'll talk on it. And I promise you that it actually makes sense on here.
Well, no, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Overall, it wasn't bad, but I did not like it as much as I thought I would. How about you, Juan? What do you feel about the film?
That is understandable.
Well, I guess at the end of the day, the only real judgment on this movie can really go to the box office, and
in an article provided
I presume he made money because it's Nolan. He just makes money. He just does that.
Of course,
it's printing money.
In an article provided to us,
made a movie that didn't make money though.
I don't think so. Now, in an article provided to us by Deadline, the headline reads, "The Odyssey opening to $257 million plus around the world, best ever for Christopher Nolan, ahead of The Dark Knight Rises." In an update from the global box office,
written up by
Very impressive.
Alessandro. And it was written up today. So, yeah, no, you see that giant fucking black shroud, that block that's on top of a freaking locomotive? That's the IMAX camera inside a soundproof shielding. Because that bitch is loud. It's like trying to act in front of a motorboat engine. And that shit is loud and distracting and annoying. And you know what else is distracting?
You said motorboat.
You know what else is distracting?
Motorboating?
Lol.
No, Zendaya.
Oh.
As Athena. She's fucking...
She was barely in the film.
Yes.
She was like there for like 5 minutes, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she's still...
I honestly expected her to be there more.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. And I don't blame you for expecting more of her, and I totally expected more of her at the same time. Because, again, Zendaya is very distracting. Machi. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So here's the Saturday update. Not sunny weather, nor World Cup is hindering Universal's The Odyssey, which as of this morning is on its way to becoming Christopher Nolan's best global opening ever with $257.8 million, which puts away his previous highs of The Dark Knight Rises, which made $249 million, and the Dark Knight, which made $198 million, and Oppenheimer, which opened and made $180 million on opening weekend.
Yeah, worldwide.
So
this is all around the world. Everyone all around the world goes la 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 la.
How cool do you have to? Does your movie have to be to top Oppenheimer, which released around the same time as Barbie? Yeah.
Well, to be fair though, Odyssey is like a universal tale. There's less controversy involving the Odyssey with Oppenheimer, which involves one of the greatest tragedies of the World War. So I'm not gonna shit down on his work, but this is what's the word? It's a more accessible material. I mean, it's the hero's journey. It's the oldest extent of the hero's journey ever made, or at least the one that we have on record. So it's easier to attract an audience with that. So it makes perfect sense. These made way more money.
Fair. Now, as far as the top global openings year to date, it's the best for a live-action movie quite easily, but it's third overall behind Universal/Illumination/Nintendo's The Super Mario Galaxy movie, which made $372.5 million worldwide, and Disney Pixar's Toy Story 5, which made $312 million worldwide.
I gotta be honest with you, I did not care for that second Mario movie. It wasn't that good.
And Toy Story 5, we really didn't need 4 or 5, but what do I know?
We could have stopped at 3.
They could have stopped at 3!
But you know what?
Unfortunately, children audiences are always... It's a children's movie based on one of the most popular video game characters of all time. That shit... I'm not saying it's a guaranteed success. I'm saying they don't have to care anymore about success because it prints money.
And we can't argue that. God damn it! I'm literally the one who's.
You know what? Yes, we can. Money is not a symbol of quality. I can tell you, in an objective fact, that the second Mario movie is way less good than the first Mario movie, even if it's more successful.
Even if
So no, I refuse to believe that money alone is a symbol of quality. Because everybody eats McDonald's, I sure as hell ain't gonna recommend it.
No, we'll get to recommendations for fast food later tonight. With domestic at $120.5 million, the best live-action debut in North America year to date, The Odyssey is shaping up for a $137.3 million opening in 73 offshore markets, including UK and Ireland, France, Australia, Germany, Mexico, and Brazil. That's also the biggest ever opening for a two-time Oscar winner Nolan at the international box office, above Oppenheimer and The Dark Knight Rises. Even more so, he's seeing several record openings of his career with Odyssey in 45 territories, including France, Italy, Spain, Poland, Netherlands, and Brazil. The feature take of Homer's classic poem is also Universal's biggest opening ever in 11 markets. Woohoo! The Odyssey is also ranking the second highest, biggest R-rated opening of all time internationally, behind Deadpool and Wolverine with $233.3 million. So go fucking figure. These the freaking Matt Damon is nipping on the heels of Deadpool and Wolverine. Jesus Christ,
Matt Damon.
We'll have more updates.
I mean, once again, aiming for the high peaks. Like the fact that you can compete with a movie with one of the most popular superheroes of all time, the Wolverine. That is also very impressive.
No. Of course.
You are competing with the slop consumers and you're almost winning. That is very, very impressive.
And considering that, yes, we have consumed that slop ourselves, shamelessly,
Yes.
mind you, because, I mean, how the fuck are you going to say no?
I still ended up the first two Deadpool movies. I like them more than this one, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's totally understandable. And
Nothing against Hugh Jackman, but that movie felt like it was trying too hard to... What's the word? I wish I could describe Deadpool and Wolverine, but it feels like it was trying to Smash Bros.
It was trying to Smash Bros a little too hard?
Yeah, like Deadpool 1 is Mario. Deadpool 2 is Mario and Luigi. Deadpool 3 felt like Smash Bros all of a sudden. You know?
I understand where you're coming.
I get what
there.
you're saying.
Thank you for understanding.
I'm like, is it Smash more like Mario Party, personally? Not
In a
always,
bit, but...
like, not all the way to Smash Bros.
Yeah, including the part where everybody just hated each other.
I played Mario Party once, and
It was horrible.
we all ended up hating each other.
All of us.
I met Mario Party once. My divorce papers are coming in the mail today.
And I have you girls to thank for that, Mario Party. That was terrifying, and I loved it.
Great.
But, like, you know, maybe going to big, multi-person, like, super big epic franchises of Doom, maybe that's not the way to go right now in order to connect with the audience. Maybe we need to bring it down to basics or have more grounded stories.
Exactly.
You know-
And after all, art is not something that should denote quality. Art is something that conveys an idea.
And it elicits some sort of emotional response. We all got
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way. The Backrooms and Obsession were made on very slow budgets. Look how much money they're making.
I know, for fuck's sake. And
Proves
what's
the fact that you don't need a gigantic budget in order to get a return on your investment.
right?
You're
And like, so sometimes it doesn't have to be the biggest thing of all time. Like freaking, what do you call it? Until Obsession came out, I had no fucking clue who Indy Navarrete was, and now that I know who she is, I'm glad I know who she is.
It's nice to see like this in new, like smaller films, not only find success, but also allow other people to find like their own acting careers in that world. Because otherwise they would have become basically unknowns. It's good to see. It's good to see the small guy become the big guy. So listen, I am a fan of the garage band, but I understand why the garage band wants to get out of the garage. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Totally.
And speaking of the small guy becoming the big guy, another movie that we're gonna talk about that's gonna be coming soon to theaters. I kid you not, it is I saw the trailer.
It's the underdog story.
The underdog story
about the underdog story.
Yes, and let's go ahead and get into it. In the Hollywood Reporter article, the headline reads, Anthony Ippolito goes the distance as Sylvester Stallone in I Play Rocky trailer.
So
Wait.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
okay.
We're
getting
we're getting like a biopic of Sylvester
thank you.
Stallone when he
And how he tried to make Rocky during his early days of struggle and difficulty.
Yes!
And holy shit, this new dude who came out of nowhere, Anthony Ippolito, I saw the trailer.
Same.
I sent it to the flock. I don't know if you ladies, if you saw the trailer yet.
That guy nailed early Sly Stallone.
He
looks like him. He sounds like him.
He's got the mannerism perfect.
Oh my God.
On one hand, there was a part of me that went, is this even required? Because we already have Rocky. And then you realize, no. The story of making Rocky is genuinely a good film of itself. Because Sylvester Stallone had a main character life. And I'm not saying that as a compliment.
Yeah, no, he had the main character life of, congratulations, you're the main character, now suffer. What? Character development. Suffer. What? No. What? I don't want to suffer. No.
But I don't want that part when suffer. They say, what was it again?
Suffer now. Suffer more.
What was the word about?
Suffer more.
What's up, Angel?
What was the term? Suffering begets something. I forgot the term.
Suffering builds character.
Yeah, it's just a picture of a guy in the shadows, and it's just a circle with the words "suffering builds character," and they have replaced that character with every main character from every anime they can find. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. It's just an eternal circle of character.
You've got Edward Elric. You've got freaking Goku. You've got freaking...
I've been building too much character, guys. I wanted to stop.
From Saint Seiya, you've got all these guys building character. This was written out Wednesday, July 15th by Tony Maglio for The Hollywood Reporter.
Now, before we get into the article, for those of you who've been under a rock and don't know what Rocky...
Since the 70s.
Since the 70s and don't know what Rocky is. Rocky is a movie that came out in 1976, written by Sylvester Stallone. It's his baby.
And starring
motherfucking Sylvester Stallone. It's a movie about Rocky Balboa, an Italian club fighter from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who pretty much is
he's a bum.
He's a bum. Let's call it like we see it.
It's like he had the makings to be a great prize fighter in his youth, but he's in his early 30s. He's just working as a freaking ruffian for a freaking loan shark, and he doesn't really think much of himself.
But
local man who thought he lost all hope loses additional bit of hope he didn't even knew he had.
But when he's presented an opportunity to fight Apollo Creed for the World Heavyweight Championship of boxing,
played by the legendary Mr. T.
Carl Weathers, not Mr. T.
Yeah, Carl Weathers.
I forgot. Mr. T was a different guy from a different boxing film.
Yeah, he's from Rocky 3. He's Clubber Lang. Dude.
I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, you're okay. But when Rocky Balboa is presented an opportunity to fight Apollo Creed for the World Heavyweight Championship in boxing, like, Rocky puts in the work with the help of his trainer Mickey and the support of his girlfriend and his support of his brand new girlfriend Adrian and his friend Paulie. Rocky trains and he goes the distance. It's a story about
persevering and overcoming the odds. And not about what it's and we all know it's not really about whether or not if he actually wins the match and becomes the champion. It's a matter of that fact that he earns respect for himself and that he actually puts in the work and fights for something that he believes in. He believes that he can actually hang with the best of the best, even though his better years are already behind him. And this is the opportunity of a lifetime for this guy.
It's amazing.
The movie was surprisingly bold for his decision.
It's amazing. I've been marathoning all of the Rocky movies on Netflix recently.
And Jose also has the DVD box collection of them, including the freaking Creed movies. Yeah, what, Creed 1 and Creed 2? We don't have Creed 3 yet with Jonathan Majors. Yeah, he fought Kang the Conqueror. Adonis Creed fought Kang the Conqueror. God damn, and there's just as much drama and there's just as much freaking character building in the Creed stories as there is in the Rocky stories. So fuck you if you don't like the Creed stories. You just don't like good art.
When you think about it, what are boxing movies if not the prototype for shonen anime?
Wancho, also remember what I said. Art conveys an idea. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be bad. It's good. It can be good and bad. Art is art. Start appreciating.
Execution of art is what makes it good or bad. You can have the best idea in the world, but if the movie is crap,
you'll hate me because I don't care about those movies.
No, you need to sit down and watch.
How dare you? Start appreciating ideas that are very lowbrow, like Rocky.
Excuse you? Did I just hear you call Rocky lowbrow?
Yeah,
that man did not endure the hell that is living in Philadelphia for you to call him lowbrow. That man did not go 9 rounds. That man did not train like a beast. That man did not go the distance to be called lowbrow. Also, that is very insulting to his lack of education. I can't believe you're being so classist, Joe.
Okay, right, fine. He's not lowbrow, but he does have, but he does have a low right side of his jaw.
That's a totally different story.
He got punched too many times by not Mr. T.
So
let's go ahead and get to the article.
It's a side effect of eating lightning and crapping thunder, Joe. You would know that. You were in the gym once.
So here's the freaking thing. The guy that we've got, Anthony Ippolito, like I said, he does look like fucking young Sylvester Stallone, kind of.
That is a very convincing impersonator.
Now,
Nikki Bella, hey up, Nikki Bella. Welcome to the Ravens Flock. Thank you for joining us here.
Now, in the trailer for I Play Rocky, Anthony Ippolito plays Sylvester Stallone playing Rocky in and around, well, Rocky, the instant classic 1976 film that put one of our greatest action stars on the map. Ippolito's look for the film is right, and the voice described in the trailer below is sounding like, quote, "You've got rocks in your mouth," is spot on. It does sound like Ippolito has rocks in his mouth. Stephen James is pretty pitch perfect and photorealistic as Carl Weathers, too. If Ippolito looks familiar, and not just because he looks like Stallone, or even Jeremy Allen White dressed as Stallone.
I know, what the fuck?
It is probably because he's the guy who played Al Pacino in Paramount Limited series The Offer. Yes, Ippolito has become Hollywood's go-to for portraying young Italian breakout movie stars in 70s films.
Oh, he's got the genes, brother.
He really did fucking play Al Pacino?
Yeah,
that was him.
Goddamn.
The series was actually pretty solid.
All right, I play Rocky
abruptly, but it was pretty good.
I Play Rocky also stars Matt Dillon, Anna Sophia Robb, P.J. Byrne, Toby Kebbell, Tracy Letts, Jay Duplass, and Kiki Seto, and is produced by Peter Farrelly, who also directs Christina Baja, Christian Baja, Tommy Emmerich, Paul Curry, and Michelle Weiss also produce. The script hails from Peter. Oh my God. From Peter Gamble, though there should probably be an honorary mention to the guy who wrote Rocky, that also be Stallone. It is, after all, the Rocky screenplay that anchors the biopic. I Play Rocky tells the story of how an unknown actor with an unshakable belief that he wasn't just meant to write Rocky, he was meant to be Rocky Balboa. The synopsis reads, Stallone would end up being Balboa for 5 decades. Told no at every turn, Sylvester Stallone bets everything on himself, holding the line on playing the lead against seemingly impossible odds. The Amazon MGM Studios breakdown continues. The result is the ultimate underdog story behind the ultimate underdog movie.
All right, so everything else in the article tells you exactly what you need to know. Yeah, no, it ain't about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Sure, Rocky loses in the end, but Rocky was a big winner. Stallone was Oscar nominated for the screenplay he purportedly wrote in like half a week. Rocky didn't win that particular Academy Award. It went to Network.
Which, by the way, Network is an excellent movie, and also, if you guys have ever seen Network, and if you see it now in the year of our Lord 2026, you're gonna smack me for it. Because,
something, the evils of social media.
But it won Best Picture in a famously stacked year that also included Network, Taxi Driver, and All the President's Men in the category.
Moreover,
holy shit, Taxi Driver came out during that time?
Yeah, Taxi Driver came out in that. Go fucking figure, right?
Later on me before the Ryan Gosling craze. Amazing.
Yeah, go fucking figure, right?
Anyways, if you go down to the bottom of the article, the trailer is right there for everybody to see. It is absolutely amazing. I do recommend it. Oh my God,
stop. Not you, this stupid ad.
No, you're okay. Popped up. I do recommend.
Is she messing with you again?
No, just the ad. Let me freaking fix it.
Yeah, just the ad. I recommend you guys check it out. And the movie will be hitting theaters in what? November? September?
It was November, I believe.
November, yes. Now, Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang, I know this isn't exactly your cup of tea of the Rocky films. Yes. But you can at least respect. And appreciate the cultural impact that the Rocky movies has had, right?
Again, not really, because we never really paid any attention to it, so we really don't know the cultural significance.
Then you should watch it. It's fantastic. There's a reason The Eye of the Tiger is so popular.
It's not our cup of tea.
It's not.
It's okay.
Fine, just imagine he's having gay sex every 5 minutes.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry. If I want to watch something that is like that, I better actually have gay sex in it, okay?
Yeah.
Regardless, what we're seeing here is
it better have actual gay sex. Thank you.
What we'll be seeing is basically a film that the inspiration for the film was so much like the film that it was basically an autobiography. So now we're going to do it for real this time, though. But like for real this time.
For real.
Finally, after so many years and so many Rocky movies, we have Rocky original flavor.
No, the making of Rocky original
The
flavor.
making of Rocky original.
We have the room,
Oh
but
my
more
goodness.
room.
So, like, truthfully, this kind of stuff really does bring a tear to your eye. It's like you're
It's
getting
nice.
to understand how people can enjoy a story so well that they'll want to delve more into every other aspect of the story, including the making of. So go fucking figure.
Exactly.
The main man. The main man.
Exactly. When you think about the Rocky franchise and you think about the movies, you can't help but be in a whirlpool of emotions. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel
Conflicted. And
conflicted.
it's like, oh man, you want to root for the guy. And dude, I understand. He's like, you're doubting yourself because we've always doubted ourselves at some point in our lives. Everyone has. And don't tell me you haven't fucking doubted yourself at one point in your life. I know you have. Every single one of you people who have been watching us, at some point in your life, you doubted yourself about something. And you thought to yourself, I can't do it. And then it took you either fell into a whirlpool of disbelief and decided to freaking cave in, or you pulled yourself out and realized, no, I am worth it. I'm not a nobody.
I think they
I'm
get
worth
it.
it. Okay?
Now,
And just like how Nikki Bella is worth it because they bought 2 hermit crabs from Virginia Beach on vacation. Good
Yay!
on you, Nikki Bella.
At least they bought
Oh
it.
no, she went on vacation and she got crabs.
Oh God! Shut up, Angel. Dumbass.
Dork.
At least, okay, that's good. At least you didn't get it from. At least you didn't get it from some random scalper.
I know. Can you imagine getting crabs from some shady dude in the corner? That's terrible.
That would be worse.
Like, I've seen people who sell like counterfeit crap and scalp tickets to places, so I know the kind of characters that are like that. I don't respect them only because
No, there is no respect for scalpers ever.
and truly it's because, well, why the fuck are you trying to inflate this cost? It's not like you put any effort into obtaining it yourself. You stole that shit, so don't try me.
Precisely. Now, in this article from Kotaku, the headline reads...
Speaking of which...
Yep. Pokemon Go Times Square Mewtwo from invite-only raid is already being auctioned off for up to $10,000.
What?
I found this article while just browsing for stuff for the episode, and I had to like rub my eyes to go, are we dead ass doing this? Ladies and gentlemen, we are dead ass doing this. So yes, surprisingly, Pokemon Go is still going and is still surprisingly
10
very,
years
very
old.
popular.
Yay.
As expected, because it's Pokemon. That shit it's gonna keep going until the sun dies out.
It almost
And-
gave us world peace.
It almost, but then, we remember that we are humans and conflict is in our nature. And Juan, we will never escape. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Juan, we will never escape. Juan, there is no escape.
Yes,
the
there is.
Backrooms is human nature and we are not getting out.
Bullshit. If you can get it, if you can fall into the back rooms, you can come out.
The only
It's
way
physics.
we could get out is get stricken down for copyright.
No. That's
I will copyright your depression out of you. You are no longer legally allowed to be sad.
So yeah, this article came to us by Kotaku by Zach Coates, published earlier today, July 18th.
Yeah. all
Angel,
right.
would you like to?
Oh, if I may. New York, New York. The city's so nice, we named it twice. Mewtwo, the Pokemon so mean they named it two. Okay, this guy has gits. Earlier this month, they collided as part of a promotional event for Pokemon Go's 10th anniversary, with invited players gathering at Times Square.
Yay.
Those attendees were rewarded with a rare Mewtwo. In the week since, predictably, this Times Square Mewtwo has been popping up on eBay listings, with some asking prices going as high as 10,000 schmackaroos. To celebrate the massive mobile game's 10th anniversary, Scopely assigned community ambassadors through New York to invite some 2,000 or so players to an exclusive event. Only alerted of the location of the evening of the Pokemon Go players. Oh my god, it's the fucking Kaiba tournament. Go get your locator cards.
Oh shit! Battle
gather-
City, everybody.
in Times Square to participate in a raid battle. That's right, Pokemon Go has raids. And battle Mewtwo, recreating the game's epic announcement trailer. While the invitation-only route was to avoid overcrowding, what burned international players was how these VIPs were rewarded. The Mewtwo attendees could capture not only feature an exclusive Times Square background, but a rare, perfect Hondo stats. I had no idea what that means. Let me look that up real quick. Hondo, let me do some research. Hondo
While
stats.
while you do that, I'll go ahead.
That
and
means that
continue.
the Pokemon possesses perfect stats: 15 attack, 15 defense, and 15 stamina. So basically, it's the most balanced creature imaginable.
So 100% Hundo for short.
Yeah. Critics of the event felt that the raid and the reward were counterintuitive to the game's global spirit, as in-person community events rarely yielded such a powerful Pokémon monster. On top of which, as inevitable with anything with Pokemon, the Times Square Mewtwo was already being scalped around the internet.
Here we got someone from on Twitter, Brendan Blith at BJB1226, at Raspberry Wiener, at Scopely, at Pokemon Go app. I am Lego Master Build. I was not aware of any rules and regulations as far as reselling Pokemon online. I was one of the lucky few who got to experience the 10-year celebration in person. It was an amazing experience.
Oh, there's the clip. Do we want to play it?
Oh my god. Wait, Lego Master Build. Why does that name
What's
sound
up,
familiar?
guys? I'm Lego Master Build.
Can't say I've heard of that guy before.
Most of you probably know if you're watching this video. I'm so sorry about the whole Mewtwo eBay listing, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize it was against rules and regulations. I mean, sometimes I'll go on eBay not even looking for Pokemon. Yeah, obviously I'm not looking for Pokemon Go stuff, but sometimes it'll pop up just based off because I like to buy things Pokemon. If it's like cards and stuff like that, I like to, go on eBay and look, and sometimes Pokemon Go stuff will pop up. I didn't realize it was against rules and regulations. Obviously, I wouldn't have done that if I knew, I went in person. It was a great experience. Scopely, Pokemon Go, they ran the event perfectly. It was amazing. I wish everybody was able to participate within the event because I know there was only at least in the Unite raid, there was around 1.2K of us in there, which was definitely a lot of people, but should have been more. But that's not really anyone's fault. Because there was such a limited space and stuff like that. And I already took down the eBay listing. And I mean, obviously...
Oh, I see. Okay, so motherfucker's over here. He was one of the people trying to sell one of these. And he's saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't...
Because he got caught.
Oh my fuck. Okay, yeah, nope.
Wow. But just listening.
Shun the non-believer!
Throw the whole bitch out.
It didn't really sound like an apology.
Of course not. They're apologizing because they got caught. Continuing then, eBay is being flooded with auction listings of the exclusive Manhattan Mewtwo. Damn, it even rhymes. Most hovering in the $5,000 range, though some are bold enough to double the asking price. While this technically breaches the terms of service, those can be easily ignored when you can wipe away a month of tour rent. One reseller, Brendan Lego Master, confessed to posting one of the listings and apologized after doing so.
Which we just saw.
That's the video that we just saw. It joins the outright frenzy surrounding all things Pokemon as collectors and resellers swarm, scam, and steal any card, toy, or collectible in Pikachu's image. Man, what happened to gotta catch them all? This was supposed to be for everybody to enjoy.
Gotta scalp them all now.
Yep.
These weren't the conditions when Pokemon Go launched in 2016, but the fever pitch has been intensifying since COVID as influencers, quite frankly, got way too much power, and I think we should just put them to public execution again.
Oh my lord, Angel.
Much has changed for the game's creator Niantic as well, who failed to recreate the successful formula everywhere elsewhere, even with Harry Potter. Yeah, that's because Harry Potter doesn't sell itself to gacha shit. That's no. Like not everything works as a phone game, okay? no, you don't have to make a phone game out of everything. By the way, I remember. Let me see if I remember what game they were trying to make because I recall something about this. Give me a minute.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Niantic. Yeah, I thought so. It was called Wizards Unite, and the fact that nobody heard about it should tell you how bad it was.
Yeah.
It was garbage.
Yeah,
it was pretty garbage, which is pretty sad because despite its flaws, Howard's Legacy was a pretty decent third-person adventure. But anyway, going back to the usual stuff. Fans are enraged that the milestone anniversary kicked off not only by favoring the VIPs, but I like to think harvesting location data for military drones might be more scandalous than Beat's visit to Boba Gump Shrimp.
Yeah, no, sorry guys, we kind of figured out that the fucking fun and wonderful Pokemon game that we all loved that almost gave us world peace was sold off for the military so in order to fucking be able to spy on us and kill people. Yeah. Sorry, pals, we're not all that hyped for it anymore.
Yeah, because that's what I wanted my Pokemon experience.
To
really
be able to
disappointing.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, and I'm over here fucking saying, because that's what we want. We want to be able to contribute to death and murder across the world in the name of late-stage capitalism. Kind of like this. Look at this shit. I just shared it in the group, and here's the eBay listing of one motherfucker trying to put up a Pokemon
much was
Go
it?
Times Square Mewtwo, asking at $2,500 fuck you dollars.
Jesus.
Hang on, I gotta look this up. I gotta go to eBay. I gotta see this.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
I've
type-
just pulled it
listen,
up.
my
It's
lord.
look on your
Angel,
screen.
I'm
Angel.
gonna type Manhattan Mewtwo and
No.
see what comes out.
No.
Angel, we have the page. It's right here.
Angel,
I
it's
know. I
not.
want to see what results I get.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
all right,
it's
man.
not going to come up under Manhattan Mewtwo. It's going to be Times Square Mewtwo.
Oh,
And-
sorry about that. Thank you for
Yeah,
clarifying.
and this is the Mewtwo they're talking
Times
about.
Square Mewtwo. Oh, there it is.
0 bids. Bitch, don't try us like this. Don't you
You
fucking
are
dare.
kidding me. You
Oh
are
my
kidding me.
God.
Wow, what the hell? Bro, they really thought they were going to get away with this crap.
You know what? I would like to fucking try and go in on this motherfucker and dust off my old Pokemon Go account just to throw him a $1 offer just to insult his ass.
And then just write down, best you're getting, take it or leave it.
Exactly. Who is this fucking dude? Contrail Jersey underscore Pokemon. Well, no wonder. The motherfucker's from Jersey. No fucking
Jersey.
wonder.
Of course it's Joycey.
Of course
Hey, you
it's
want me to
Joycey.
surprise you with something about Jersey?
Wait, what? What's up?
What besides
You
Jersey?
remember Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
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 Would you believe me if I tell you that the Situation is the only character of that cast living a perfectly normal life?
That tracks, kind of.
Kind of.
But yeah, no, the usual. Pokemon comes out, unleashes something popular, the scalpers have to come in and ruin it. I am reminded of that wonderful store that decided they were going to just start sniping the top, like a little corner of Pokemon packs, just so they could no longer be stolen or bought completely by scalpers because they only care about what's inside.
Yep.
Does
and,
anybody even buy Pokemon cards to play the actual card game anymore?
No.
Yeah.
no.
Well, there are people who do buy them in order to play the game, and they go to tournaments and they get cash prizes, and then they get disqualified for how they celebrate. You remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that.
But
It was
man,
just.
but unfortunately, the majority of Pokemon fans decide that it's much easier to just buy and sell the Pokemon cards or treat them like they're not their trophies. I mean, if Logan Paul says it's cool,
No, fuck you, Logan Paul.
Man.
He made me do the one thing I never thought in my fucking life as a native-born New Yorker would ever fucking do. He made me agree with Tom Brady because last night Tom Brady in some sort of press conference or whatever smacked Logan Paul right in the fucking mouth.
Good.
Oh.
Deserved.
Yeah,
Aw.
very well deserved. But
Do
why?
it again.
Why did it have to be Tom Brady?
Well, because you see, Tom Brady is a football player, right?
yes.
Yes, but
He
he's
was-
also from
Right.
the New England Patriots. So fat
Right.
bastard.
Now, here's the thing: as a football player, Tom Brady is the ultimate evolution of the jock archetype.
Yeah.
And do you know what jokes hate more than anybody else?
Fake jocks.
Posers.
Posers. Yeah, posers.
That's right. I'm bringing the old word back. I'm not using
Good.
tourist. I'm not using
Good.
LARPer. I'm using what Logan Paul actually is. He is a poser.
Good. Motherfuck that idiot.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, no. Logan Paul deserves to be all the way in the trash.
He deserves to be ostracized from polite society.
Slap the shit out of him.
The motherfucker goes in and insults the people of Puerto Rico while he moved his entire operations and lives there in order to avoid paying taxes to the government.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
What a
fuck-
surprise.
So fuck Logan Paul.
I mean,
fuck
on
Jake.
one hand, fuck taxes, but on the other hand, it's Logan Paul. I don't like him. He's an unpleasant individual.
It's okay, guys. It's
He's
okay.
making us agree with taxes.
Listen.
Also, I love Tom Brady's like response on social media. I tried America. We'll try again next time I see this nerd.
Don't worry, Juan. The Logan Paul is going to get his jaw dislocated. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of when.
I really hope.
Can we just put Tom Brady on WrestleMania and just replace Logan Paul with Tom Brady and turn him into a wrestler based on football or something?
No, but we could go ahead. No, but we could get excited and play more marathon.
Oh my God, he's serious.
Now they're just mean with this. This is kicking a dead horse. Oh my god.
Oh no, the horse is not dead yet, but the glue
Yes.
factory looms ever closer.
Oh boy, here we go. So this article comes to us from which
Oh,
GameSpot.
God.
GameStop. Yep.
GameSpot.
Thank you, I needed that.
GameSpot. Yep. The headline reads: Marathon game director leaves Bungie at a tumultuous time. Another shakeup over at Bungie.
Written by Eddie Makich, and it came out yesterday, July 17th, Friday.
I would like to take a brief moment to offer a brief time of perspective. As you know, Destiny 2 has ended its support. Players can play all the material they want now. All the content that is left is available at this point. But that's it. We're not getting any more expansions. The game is done. Marathon was basically the reason why Destiny ended support. And in fact, it was the reason why many projects ended support. Now, according to the Steam charts, Destiny 2 is currently at... Hang on a second. I'm doing a little check, verifying my humanity. I know, disgusting. It is currently at 59,142 players. Pretty good,
Okay.
pretty solid, especially for a game
Okay.
that is over 13 years old. Meanwhile, Marathon, which came out screaming with bells, whistles, and all new gameplay modes, it is currently at 5,598 players.
Sheesh, a sixth of it. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Ow.
Damn.
Oof.
It is literally 10 times the amount of players on one side to the other right now. Think about that for a second. That is perspective, because remember, they saw Marathon as the next big thing that you should go play if you like Destiny. They expected everybody to jump in here. This is the result.
Damn. Ugh.
People like what they like. You cannot force people to like something, and you cannot shame them into liking something. Anyway, please go ahead, Joe. I just wanted to put that there as an addendum before you continue
No,
with the article.
you're totally
You're
fine.
fine, man. Let's go ahead and get over to the article. Here we go. So, Marathon game director Joe Ziegler has announced that he's leaving Bungie for a new job, and his departure comes at a tumultuous time for the studio. Ziegler said in a note that taking over for him as a game director on Marathon will be
Del Chef.
Chaff the third, who was previously the assistant game director. Chaff III will work alongside creative director Julia Nardin to, quote, guide the game forward. Now, here's a direct quote. Juancho?
Both of them have been operating in a strong leadership capacity for the team and are ready to guide Marathon into the next chapter with an even better and brighter future, Ziegler said. I'm proud of them, and I'm excited to see them helm the future of this crazy little world we've created together. Translation: it's your mess now, bitches! Runs away.
Yeah, he grabbed the parachute and jumped out of the Fortnite bus.
Whee!
It's Jover.
Ziegler said he is, quote, heading to something new, somewhere else, and will announce his new job soon.
I just want to say a deeply heartfelt thank you to all of you for supporting me and Marathon in our Wendy mission to bring a dark and terrifying space survival frontier to your screen, Ziegler said. The mission will continue in new and surprising ways, so stay tuned for what this team has in store for you!
What this article doesn't show you is Ziegler literally jumping onto a pit of sand and putting up the middle finger like Homer did in the Simpsons movie.
As he slowly sank.
Ziegler was not Marathon's first game director. Christopher Barrett was game director on the project until he was dismissed over misconduct allegations. Earlier this month, Barrett settled his case with Bungie and Sony.
Yeah, no, it's better that he was not sticking around if he's got that kind of baggage. Sorry, bud.
All of, every aspect of that company has been replaced. Like, all these corpos have ended with the whole ship of Theseus. But the problem is you're not replacing parts of the ship, you're replacing the sailing crew. So the ship is still there, but nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Nobody knows how to drive or steer. We're just crashing to the ribs every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's kind of annoying because you want to be able to steer the damn thing. Ziegler joined Bungie at the end of 2022, following a 12-year run at Riot Games. He's leaving Bungie at a challenging time for the Sony-owned studio, which enacted a round of layoffs at the end of June. The cuts impacted the Destiny and Marathon teams. Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
they're already being freaking chopped down is what it is, so motherfuck, that's some kind of a problem.
And yet
We're losing people that have been working there for decades, man.
Seriously, if just to give you guys a little bit of a recall from back in June 25th, because we've been gone for a while. Bungie confirms layoffs, quote, most of Destiny team let go. Bungie recognized that Destiny 2 fell short of expectations and as a result is reducing its workforce because the company could not continue operating at its current size. That was written June 25th by Levi Winslow. So if you want to read that article, I will give you guys the link to that article in the chat on the YouTube chat over. Yeah.
And yet despite the workforce culling and the Ziegler stepping down from being in charge of the project, The marathon game is still persists. Like somehow it's still going.
It's kind of like teetering here. It's like
it made its own fandom, so it won't die anytime soon. But it is not the success they wanted. It doesn't matter if the game is alive. It is not giving them the numbers they want. It's not moving the amount of units they want. So even if the game is still playable, from their point of view, it's an abject failure.
Yeah, no, if it didn't give them like $19 billion in the first month or the first year, then they weren't interested. Which is depressing. That's the fucking expectation of these game studios now because of their owners and their paymasters saying, no, you must give us $19 grillion and we need it by Thursday. Wait, why Thursday? Why not Friday? Because fuck you, that's why.
Ziana Rose.
Oh shit, we gotta come up with something that makes money quickly. Fuck it. Team-based looter shooter.
Ziana Rose, Dragonfang, what's your take from this?
Well, I really don't care because I never played Destiny, so I'm like, meh, whatever.
Well, that
doesn't affect me.
Okay, so even if it doesn't affect you directly over here, you get how this is like, oh god, this is a fucking problem when it comes to the gaming industry as a whole. We see these people sizing back down.
Because they keep trying to chase the trends of what is making money, and then the market is flooded with lookalike things that are just trash.
And most of them are going to die.
Don't forget.
Live service always will suck.
Yeah.
Don't forget, the COVID bubble has been gone for a while. Like, when we had to be forced to stay in our houses playing nothing but video games for 2 years, the companies experienced this unprecedented level of growth because people had nothing to do except play video games and watch TV. But that's no longer the case. People are allowed to socialize again. They're not putting as much time in video games as they should, and video games are more expensive.
But ladies, gentlemen, the line.
The line.
Do you not see the line?
Where is the line?
Extend your arm with the line, Jose. All hail the line.
The funny thing is,
line goes up. All hail the line. Line goes up.
All right.
Marathon is like $40. That's a reasonable price, but it's not enough because people don't like it. Oh yeah, by the way, fun fact: the game was CPU bottlenecked at first, which made some really bad performance. They fixed that, but by fix it, I mean they removed the bottleneck, but they didn't fix the original problem. So now the game uses a ton of CPU, and it still runs like ass.
Ooh, damn.
Why?
It's like we opened the canal for more ships, but instead of a ship, we just had a flood of sewage.
Like, if I've been watching, like I was telling you guys last week, I've been watching this one guy. I forgot I sent you the video of him, Angel. Right? Of the dude who like does mods of consoles and stuff. How he could actually bypasses one part of like the CPU's graphics processor and sends it straight into the rest of the system rather than going through this one bit where it gets like loses all of its fucking like definition, so it's at higher fidelity for the graphics and all. And this fucking guy, it's like inspiring me in my brain. It's like, okay, number one, I need to get my techie credentials up because I need to learn how to solder and micro solder because that shit is cool. And I want to be able to mod stuff for friends and everything. But number two, if motherfuckers can do this, what's stopping the game studios from doing something similar at the software level?
Budgets.
Ooh.
No fucking budgets.
You know how much did it cost to make Marathon?
How much did it cost to make Marathon?
Remind me, please.
Give me a number. Throw me a number between...
$279 million.
Ooh, actually, fairly close. How about you, Joe? How much do you think he was?
I'm going to say $300 million.
Not quite there. $250
or
million.
Huh.
$250 million. And we have no idea how much of it was done for like marketing purposes and shit. This, here's the problem. Even the cost itself will not be an issue. Games can make their money back, but two things. A, this is another extraction shooter in an industry that is full of extraction shooters. Also, this game is fucking brutal because it's both versus the environment and versus the player. Getting killed immediately is very fast, and because it's a very twitchy first-person shooter, it filters out the casuals very fast. It's like basically fighting game problems. You have fun for 5 minutes, and then you run into people that have been playing the game for 24 hours on nothing but local drinks and crackers. Aside from that, there's also the huge amount of cost of production they did for this. Like the secret level based on the episode they did was like a huge amount of money too. And at the end of the day, the balance of the game is crap. It's very slow. The early exploits fucked up the economy, and the recent patch for the season pass revealed that every time a new season starts, all of your progress gets reset. So it doesn't
And
feel
who
like
wants
you
to have to
gain
deal with
anything.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, like
I
even
don't
other
blame you.
extraction shooters give you something to hang on to. Otherwise, people will just go play something else. Don't forget, when you pull out extraction shooters, you're competing with every other extraction shooter in the market. And when you put out a game of a specific genre, you're competing with every other genre in the market that is already has an established and solid fan base. You're telling them you should play this, and they're asking why. And if you can't answer that question properly, well, look at the numbers. What else can I say?
Good point.
Yeah, no, screw that.
Real
Like,
quick,
all right.
Aaron Cooper did make it into the chat. How's it going, Aaron Cooper?
Hello,
Welcome to the Ravens
Aaron.
Flock. And
Is Angel disguised as Jose?
No,
No, he does not
Angel
look
and Zayon
this
and
awesome.
Angel,
No
Zayon, and
disrespect.
Dragonfang are joining us remote over here this time. And yes,
I am
the team is
disguised
still that
as
broken.
Jose's non-existent conscience.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. No, thanks. I'm not in a hurry to give my money to play Marathon. I think I would rather use that money and just buy myself something delicious from Taco Bell.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Joe. Hey, Joe, do you like first-person shooters?
Of course I do.
Okay. Do you like Doom?
Yeah, I love Doom.
Okay.
Doom's great.
Joe? Yeah, and you have the Doom games. Now, hey, Joe, would you play $40 for a worse version of everything you ever played, or would you just go play Doom again?
I'll just go play Doom again. I'm not gonna.
There you go.
I don't hate
Filthy
myself.
casual, how dare you?
I'm not gonna hate. I don't hate
No,
myself.
you must pay now. You must buy it.
It's pretty simple. Like, it's like whenever a hack and slash game comes out, I go, oh, well, this looks kind of cool. I'm going to watch gameplay of it. But if the gameplay doesn't look good, if the game doesn't feel good to play, I'd be like, do I want to spend money on this, or do I want to go play Devil May Cry Collection again?
Fuck this. I'd rather take my $40 and, like I said, I'll go over to Taco Bell and eat some awesome food. Even if it does give me diarrhea.
I mean, come on, it's not that bad. Oh my god, it was that bad.
About that.
The biggest surprise about this news story is that the problem came from the freaking lettuce of all things.
Of all things. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Okay, so for those of you who haven't been keeping up, and for those of you who don't regularly go to Taco Bell, number one, you're missing out. But number two, right now, it's the
Pretty
safest
good.
and only reason why you should be missing out.
It's almost fairly affordable, so you know.
There's been an outbreak recently of a parasite that's living on lettuce, of all fucking things, like Angel said. And it's a parasite called Cyclospora, which, go fucking figure, thank you RFK Jr. and his Center for Disease Control and FDA, fucking defunded parasitic food research and guidelines. And hey, what do you know? 3 weeks later, we've got fucking parasites in our taco hell. And
Apparently, they didn't clean the lettuce properly when it was shipped out, and it resulted in the parasite remaining on the leaves. So, you know, an oversight of quality control, once again affecting the populace because some dumbass forgot to wash their veggies. Please
Almost like
wash
we
your
had
vegetables.
that research there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're first going to go over here and go through this article from Kotaku, and K-Storm also sent a couple of a graph with some data that actually helps corroborate in what's going
Thank you.
on with this farm. So first off, let's go with that Kotaku article. Angel, would you like to take the lead on this?
If I may.
Since you brought it up.
Yeah, go ahead, Angel. Do you take the lead?
Taco Bell posts explosive diarrhea notes app apology begging people to come back by Ethan Gash.
And it was
published
posted
July 18th.
Look at the fucking stock photo they made. Oh my god. By Kraken Images.
Mystery.
That's beautiful.
The mystery surrounding the
Lord.
recent outbreak of explosive, ass blasting caused by the parasite Cyclospora appears to have finally been solved. Investigators have traced it to a lettuce supplier from Taylor Farms, and now Taco Bell is begging people to come back to its restaurants. They are calling it the weirdest notes app apology of the year. We want you to hear it from us, wrote the T-Rex in a screen grab statement
Tex-Mex.
shared on Twitter.
T-Rex.
Tex-Mex. We take health and safety seriously and have removed all affected Taylor Farms lettuce from Taco Bell stores. So go ahead and enjoy your Taco Bell today. Roughly 1,644 people have destroyed their toilets since May. The symptoms include what quickly became mimified online as explosive diarrhea. Last week, it was reported that the FBI got involved and was investing Taco Bell stores in Michigan. People were saying that they got sick after eating the iceberg lettuce in their own food, and the chain reported pulled the lettuce from the sale before any additional recall had been announced. So they caught it, but by then, unfortunately, a certain amount had already been shipped. So my sincerest apologies for the 16,044 people that will have to call a plumber in the future. So, predictably, social media hung on to that shit really, really quick.
Oh my god.
The jokes came in fast and hard. You know, like the shit out of your ass.
The tacos are fine. Come out and enjoy a nice meal.
Oh,
god,
no.
the fucking mayor from Jaws. Fuck that clown.
No!
Just replace every instance of red from the movie with brown and you're good to go.
Oh no. Someone else responding. You have, with Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, you have died of diarrhea
lettuce. Christ.
Oh,
Health
God.
officials have since analyzed 190 cases of cyclospora in Michigan and found them overwhelmingly linked to eating too many burritos. A report from the AP alleged that the source of the bad lettuce was a company called Taylor Farms. Taylor, what the fuck, man? It's in turn blamed one of its smaller independent suppliers. Translation, we wanted a cheap product and we did not look at the quality. It claims no standalone branded salads or kits were found to be contaminated. But just in case, all the iceberg is still being thrown away. Well, let's don't make decent fertilizer. As a family-owned and operated company, we are deeply concerned for those who became ill. Their families and the many Americans who trust in safety of their fresh produce has been shaken. The company wrote in its own notes app-style apology on Twitter. That trust is something that we have worked for decades to earn, and we are committed to doing everything in our power to restore that confidence. Free lettuce for 24 hours. In the meantime, the FDA is still telling people to stay away from Taco Bell in Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and West Virginia. Florida was included, but they didn't say that because they were afraid of telling Floridas to do anything. And as the investigation into the extent of the outbreak remains ongoing, we are not out of the woods yet. We're still in the latrine, one might say. Most folks, though, are still willing to risk it.
Boy, it's a good thing
Explosive diarrhea has never stopped me from enjoying Taco Bell before, wrote one person on Twitter. It won't stop now.
Boy,
Oh my god.
Boy, it's a good thing I order my foods from Taco Bell without lettuce.
Keep going, I'll be right back.
Actually,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
No, truthfully, because we kind of lucked out. If I'm gonna have any sort of indigestion issues, I'm gonna do it the right way, and it's gonna be because I had too many refried beans, and I added their steak strips and their taco meat all at once because I don't respect my my irritable bowel syndromes. I want to. If I'm going to destroy myself, I'm gonna do it the right way by enjoying a fucking good meal.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Well, see, I would be lucky because I used to have soft tacos, but I mainly have the grilled cheese burrito, and that doesn't have lettuce in it.
See, you lucked out. You get it.
I normally order the cheesy bean and rice burrito, no lettuce.
Oh, and Juan,
Yes.
since we're talking about Taylor Farms, that supplies a lot of the fast food restaurants for the lettuce.
Like
It's not-
Chipotle.
It's not just Taco Bell. It's Chipotle, Wendy's, everywhere that you can get lettuce.
it's on the info. It's on the info that K-Storm sends us. We're gonna go over it right now.
I'm actually trying to find a way to
Oh, God,
zoom in into
Oliver.
it.
It's so bad.
Okay,
Yeah, it's so bad.
it's a freaking
So
nightmare.
you
It's
can
freaking ridiculous.
You can pick this up from any of those places.
So I'm going to show you guys the infographic, but it's not very legible on screen, so I apologize to the people at home. But we're going to read this off to you. Taylor Farms also, by the way, donated $1 million to PACs with ties to Trump MAGA Inc.
Because of course they did, but move on.
Okay, so brands and retailers supplied by Taylor Farms. Taylor Farms, Earthbound Farms, Aldi Little Salad Bar, Costco Kirkland, Kroger Simple Truth Private Selection, Major Fresh, Sam's Club Members Mark, Target Good and Gather, Walmart.
Sorry about that
Market
small
Site.
issue I had to take care of. Give me a minute.
You're okay, man.
You're fine.
Also,
Okay,
Whole Foods. They also supply restaurants like Burger King, Chipotle, Denny's, IHOP, KFC, McDonald's, Olive Garden, Pizza Hut, Red Lobster, Subway, Taco Bell, and Wendy's. These food service distributors supplied by Taylor Farms supply for many other independent restaurants, hospitals, schools, universities, hotels, and cafeterias, including Cisco, U.S. Foods, and Fresh Point. Not every
Nice.
store... With an asterisk saying not every store brand at these retailers come from Taylor Farms. Chains may use multiple suppliers depending on the region, season, and product. The supplier is usually identified by a lot of code, facility code on the packaging. The easiest way to tell is to flip the package over and look for quote package by Taylor Farms or Taylor Fresh Farms, or look for the TF code on the back starting with the letters TF, TFRB, TFPM, or TFRS. Taylor Farms has been linked to multiple food safety investigations, including the 2024 E. coli outbreak tied to recalled onions served at McDonald's that sickened 104 people and caused 1 death, as well as a 2013 cyclospora outbreak linked to salad mix from Taylor Farms de Mexico.
Taylor Farms, the fuck, man.
And just for the icing on the iceberg.
Okay. This is multiple times.
And,
Yeah.
and for,
That's
It
ridiculous.
just keeps happening.
And-
It just keeps
That's
happening.
negligence.
it just
I warned you about the lettuce, bro.
And this is a tweet from the user fort.diet.culture. It says here,
it's on Threads.
it's on Thread. Sorry, it says, "Don't blame Taco Bell for pissing out of your ass. It's Trump's gutted CDC and Taylor Farms that gave you poop lettuce. Taylor Farms has contributed
approximately
$300,000 directly to the Republican Party and GOP candidates. Taylor Farms is distributed by Cisco, a big old Trump and GOP donor. Don't you come at my Crunch Wrap Supreme."
Hold on. K-Storm's copying in.
If I could just say something real quick, this is a public service announcement for anyone going to conventions.
Yes.
Cisco and U.S. Foods are the suppliers for the convention centers, for the hotels.
That explains
and
a few things.
MetroCon is coming up very soon. They do hospitals. They do schools. If you are going to the convention center, do not eat food served with lettuce or prepared around lettuce at the food trucks, in the convention center, at the hotel. Highly recommend bring your own food this time. I know it's a financial burden, but better that than 6 weeks of watery ass if you leave it untreated.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want watery ass. I already deal with
this
enough.
is why
Maybe the convention should say something about this, huh?
Yeah.
Or at
See,
least
this
a
is why I
word.
prefer my lettuce just to be in salad, because I wash and clean my own vegetables myself. I don't like lettuce in my burger. It just feels weird to eat warm lettuce.
And you know what's actually better? Freaking romaine lettuce, motherfuckers. I'm sorry, but iceberg lettuce may be cheaper, but it's literally just fibers holding water. That's all.
Romaine is
iceberg
so
lettuce.
much better.
Isn't that just all lettuce, though?
True, but at the same time, that's fucking
There still is a difference.
inferior.
There is nutritional value in eating the romaine lettuce, right?
At least a
Yeah,
little
the
more.
water is better.
Yeah, no, if it's darker lettuce, then it's good for you. Very good for you. And motherfuck, we don't need to freaking actually get into it at any further at that point. We're going to get off our soapboxes. Thank you to Kotaku and K-Storm for helping break this out a little more. And for crying out loud.
I'm still gonna.
Oh, hey, breaking news. The Tates got arrested.
They did!
Wait, what?
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 Yeah,
Hold on.
they
Context?
did.
Context?
What?
So
Share in the group
recently, I literally just ran into this. Give me a second. And here we go. According to BRICS News, Justin, Andrew, and Tristan Tate have been arrested and charged in the UK as prosecutors to seek extradition from the United States on... Wow, there is some bad juju going on in here. Give me a second. I gotta make sure this is recent news. Yeah, this was an hour ago. Holy shit.
Oh my god, breaking news.
Yes!
Looks like they found something they're gonna nail them on, it would seem. Hang on a second. Let me send that to the Facebook chat. Huh. Looks like, you know what? Glad to hear. They could only run from justice for so long, but apparently they got arrested in the US.
Yay!
And they're getting sent to the UK to be properly, I was going to say expedited, but I was going to say executed. Anyway, yeah, we got several accounts of sexual exploitation, trafficking, bodily harm, other images relating indecent child, and what can only be described as extreme pornography. I don't want to know what extreme looks like for the pornography cases.
Oh my god! And this is just breaking news
Weird.
right now. You know something, Juancho? I think we need to save this for the Black Files.
no, hang on.
Let's save that for later until we get some more news. This is just something that I ran into like a
yeah,
second
we'll touch
ago.
on it now, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, by Bricks News, thank you for that, by the way, Angel. But for now,
Hey.
I think we have the right to play this little soundbite in celebration, Because yes,
Yeah.
it's like crime doesn't pay. Andrew and Tristan Tate are in fact criminals. No matter how gigachad and how he's the top G bruv, I don't give a shit what he is. I'm going to say this loud and proud with my full chest, and I'm gonna play it for all of us to fucking hear. Ladies, gentlemen, we're gonna do this. Hang on, that's not the one.
Get us out of this.
Stupid ad.
Stupid ad. Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Okay, folks.
I thought I had it all.
Oh, god damn it.
Well,
Here, give me 5 seconds. Okay, 4,
yeah.
3,
2.
2, hang on. And that's the one. Nope,
Which is it?
that's the one.
Okay. Good.
Okay,
Now play.
play it along with me here, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay. It's too
Listen,
loud.
if those movies are so bad, then why is he so powerful? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if those movies are so terrible, they will not be so well remembered.
Yeah,
Good point.
that's true. But yeah, no, I think that's a good point to stop right there. I think we finally have something to talk about. We'll let this
marinate now.
We'll let this marinate now because it's still developing.
It just happened like an hour ago.
No, I
Literally
get
an hour ago.
I
You know what?
I get you.
Could have happened to a more deserving pair of fuckers.
All right, and that's all that we have for this week, folks. We thank you all for tuning in on this week's edition of the Ravens Flock. You guys have been fantastic. No Los Amigos play this week, but Angel, will you be back next Saturday so we can continue the odyssey of Sonic Frontiers?
Time and effort permitting, I will be more than happy to join you. And even if I cannot, please do tune in at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Mr. Jose Casabona's Let's Play of Sonic Frontiers. We are engaged in an epic quest to understand the past, to preserve the future, and to figure out what the hell is going on with the present, because everything is getting really weird. My friend is militarizing a bunch of children, and there's a small digital girl following me around. This is a very upsetting situation.
Well, I appreciate that, Angel, but just please remember, man, Los Amigos play, it won't be the same without you, the host.
I appreciate it, fam. You know I'll be there if I can. You know if I can, I'm always going to be there.
Of course, no problem. And for any wrestling fans out there, tune in to my program, Wrestle Rewind, which is every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube at Kick. Join me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Rouse, as we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. On this week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, we talked about how NXT superstar Lola Vice broke the internet once again in winning a triple threat match in this week's main event on NXT. And Juan had a good giggle out of it.
Y'all need to see Lola Vice. If I haven't shown her to you, ladies, Ziana, Dragonfang, Angel, I'm going to show y'all this wonderful woman, and you can tell me whether or not if I'm exaggerating.
And of course,
what's her name again?
Lola Vice.
Lola Vice. And the women in pro wrestling continue to shine because we also talked about how Mercedes Moné,
Nice.
and Megan Bain, and Lena Cross defeated Willow Nightingale, Maya World, and Hyan in the main event for AEW Dynamite and TNA Impact. Also, we gave our opinions, we gave our criticisms of the current trajectory of TNA Impact and all its problems, but it was still a good show regardless. So, Wancho.
Don't touch me.
I'm
I
not
told you
gonna
not to touch me.
All right, I'm not going to touch you.
Good, don't. Because I'm in the middle of something.
I'm touching him from you.
But I will verbally touch you on Wednesday nights.
On the Black Files. Okay, go ahead and look in the group chat, and ladies and Angel, check her. This is exactly how she pinned her opponent. Yeah, it's the Instagram fucking post, but yeah, that's not the point.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how she freaking got the pin afterwards.
Sick degenerate.
How am I the degenerate? She's the one who put the post, and she knew exactly what she was doing there, too.
Juan, are you expressing attraction to a beautiful ass woman in real life? Don't you know that is problematic content, and now we have to cancel you and get you fired from your job and shun you from society forever for some reason?
Yeah,
Bitch,
well,
please.
think of the consequences.
The consequences.
No,
I
wait,
had
no.
to spank
See, the
monkey.
problem is being attracted to a beautiful woman is not a problem. The problem is that she's a wrestler, so she's playing a fictional character. Juan, you're being attracted to a fictional character. We have to shun you now, forever.
Angel, don't you have a bunch of attractions to fictional women because A, there isn't a quote, there's no woman in the world who can hold a candle for you?
Yes, but here's the thing. I don't care about society.
Neither do I. Consequences be
Oh,
damned.
hey, England won. Congratulations, England.
Cool, England's now the World Cup winners.
Yay,
and they now have
pinky up
legal
and
custody
shit.
of Hatsune Miku.
The entire nation of France will now proceed to commit ritualistic Hakarikiriki.
Harakiri.
Ah,
Oh my god. But on the Black
We have
Files-
now English Hatsune Miku. Let's go.
Oh, dear me. Oh god, I can... What's she gonna replace the leek with? What is she gonna replace? What kind of root vegetable is there in England? What are scones?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
it's scones. Whenever she replaces it, she will have her pinkies up, bruv.
Ha.
According to the actual internet, the biggest root vegetable staple of British food is carrots.
You know what?
It just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Like, I get it, but no,
This is Miku Hatsune, not fucking
No,
Bugs Bunny.
scone. Just
No,
give her a very, very big scone.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Shaped like a carrot.
And what was it, cranberry and orange?
Oh my
Shaped
god.
like a carrot.
Shut up, Angel. Don't dangle that carrot in front of us.
But as
No,
you
it's too late. Hatsune Miku is Bugs Bunny now.
oh my
Oh my god.
fuckers. But as you know, on the Black Files, we cover a whole bunch of different stories spanning the spectrum of nerd and geek culture, and we usually cut to the heart of the matter and we give our honest and deep dive opinions on it. This past Wednesday, we talked about the Odyssey with a spoiler-free review, and we just talked about how the movie is reinterpreting and how people were giving really stupid and racist opinions and shit, and how those racist opinions don't fucking matter, and other people who are trying to say like, oh, there's so many different historical like anachronisms that doesn't make sense. Like, why are they wearing plate armor? Gee, y'all motherfuckers were fucking complaining when they had the same thing in Troy, where they were wearing almost the exact same kind of fucking armor. Where were you then? But that's not the point. The point is we can actually have those discussions and actually have them with a freaking intellectual bent so that you can learn and we can exchange opinions and actually come to compromises and come to realizations and stuff.
And we also talked about how like it's pretty easy to get yourself educated on the Odyssey. Like it's like if you go anywhere from public libraries or just look up ebooks or if you haven't seen the movie yet, watch the 1997 miniseries of the Odyssey
With Armand Asante playing Odysseus.
That one is still my personal version, even if it's still cutting out a bunch of stuff that I wanted them to keep in there.
I get what you mean on there, but truthfully, if you want those kind of deep dives and those kind of discussions happening when it comes to nerd and geek culture, usually on like the darker side and more serious side of stuff, but also being able to do proper reviews and proper takes without just delving into buzzwords and fucking rage baiting bullshit. Thank you. Then be sure to request access every Wednesday night on YouTube and Kick for the Black Files.
and
at
of
10
course.
p.m.
And of
Eastern
course,
time.
tune in to our main show, the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube and Kick. Join me and my motley crew of nerds as we discuss the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, no matter how many people are getting struck for copyright over something that doesn't belong to the original owner.
Usually by an automaton, so fuck AI.
Yep. There's always something to talk about, and we'll be here to share with everybody. Don't worry, no lettuce included. And
Now, if you want a leafy green, I suggest spinach. It may not hit the same way, but it's better for you because it's loaded with iron.
I like spinach, actually. Spinach is good.
It was so good that they made an entire sailor's career out of it.
I know, for real, right?
Yeah. Now
Oh,
once again,
I am disgusted. Also, once again, another like moment of cultural clash. As you know, Popeye had a Spanish dub, right?
yes.
Well, in the Spanish dub, they removed a lot of his mannerisms. He still sounds good like Popeye would, but when I came to this country and I saw Popeye in English, and I'm like, wow, this dude is ad-libbing like crazy. Did they even give him a script? My man is just going nuts. It's amazing. Because Popeye spends 90% of an episode basically talking to himself.
Yeah, he's muttering to himself half the
is.
fucking time.
He's constantly muttering under his breath everything. 90% of the script is the guy just going on a tangent for whatever reason. I'm like, this is incredibly charming. I'm kind of sad that they didn't put this on the Spanish dub.
Well, that's cultural anachronisms there for you, Angel.
It happens.
It happens everywhere. And
Yeah, like that time that we had the God of the Underworld sound like a used car salesman. It was pretty funny.
All right, folks. Once again, we thank you all for tuning in tonight. You guys have been fantastic in the chat, and we've been doing this for many years, working hard and staying strong to make your voice
Your voice.
Our
mission.
There we go. Yeah,
Now-
we got it in sync, everybody.
With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplay, Zayana Rose Cosplay, K-Storm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse. As we bring you the latest news in the world of nerd and geek culture, working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. Be sure to tune in every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Kick.com/The Ravens Flock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of our flagship show. Nerds all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we